It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Washington Wizards. Well, it was the Wizards winning their last game against the Kings. Feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they carry over some of that momentum. Some teams fast out of the gate, others not so lucky. Kenny, for the teams that have started slowly, how do they turn the tide?
You know what? About a week ago, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and I was like, when that happens, you can't panic. The season's just begun. Identify the real problem before you start tinkering on things.
Sometimes a lineup change can help. Things may just have to work themselves out, though.
Time now for tip-off. We get it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. We are in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. We are live at the Staples Center, home of the Clippers. And, of course, Wesley Johnson. They will definitely miss his contributions.
What the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their young players are ready to take on more responsibility, and they're going to be more minutes for guys that weren't seeing a whole lot of them before.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, John Wall was the #1 overall pick in 2010, but he still thinks he's got a lot left to prove. Now, a bone spur in his knee held him back for several years. He's gotten the surgery now, and he says some people get their success early. Some get theirs late. I feel like my time is just beginning. Kevin?
Certainly one to watch, David. Thanks. Smitty, in the early part of the schedule, teams with good continuity tend to have an edge. Some teams can't form any continuity at any time, early or late in the season.
You love those teams, and sometimes we evaluate too much by talent. And yes, talent can take you over the hump and get you a championship or get you into the playoffs. But when you have that team that's been together, when there's 80–90% of the guys returning, you know this team can get off to a good start, and then also they usually can sustain throughout the entire year.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the Kings in Sacramento.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, on the road, role players often have a harder time scoring. But on that night, it was just the opposite.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Washington. Inside, we've got Morris and Howard. Wall and Beal pair together at the 1 and the 2. And it's Porter at the small forward. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Gortat misses. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Washington. Pass to Wall. It's hauled in by Harris. And here are the Clippers. Now the pass to Mbamute. Teodosic kicks to Harris. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Wall finds Porter. Back to Wall. From the high post. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. Wall's got his first basket of the night. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Rockets in Houston. Outside Bradley. Here is Mbamute. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Wizards have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it's Beal in the corner. The offensive rebound and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Marcin Gortat. Washington shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That free throw good from Morris. And Markieff Morris out of Kansas, a spread 4, as they say.
And able to stripe it from anywhere on the floor. A good secondary scorer who can also create his own shot on the block at times.
And so he hits both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now, here is Gortat. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Teodosic, covered by Wall. Gortat, the pass to Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Love to see Tobias attack like this. You see the solid hops, the length, proving he's not just a perimeter threat.
Porter kicks to Wall. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Passes to Gortat. Down low, and slam dunk by Harris.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Wall finds Morris and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Back to Teodosic. Pass to Harris. And there's the feed to Gortat. And Gortat with the stuff.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Washington. Outside, Wall. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul. So it's Washington now. Here's Porter.
Great defense by Harris. He put in the effort to contest that shot.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
The Clippers, they signed Doc Rivers to an extension this summer. With all the roster changes, good to have that stability on the sideline.
Now here's Wall. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
It's stolen by Wall. Ball's knocked loose. Teodosic, the pass to Mbah-a-Moute. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in. Steve Doc Rivers, easily the winningest coach in Clippers franchise history.
He's also second among current head coaches in overall wins. One of only a handful who have led a team to an NBA title.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. Coming off a terrific season, 3rd in rebounding, 7th in blocks, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And as you said, a top 3 rebounder last season. He just seems to know how the shot's going to come off the rim, and he always hustles to get there. Count it.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Here's Teodosic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Beal can't get it to go.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
He's all alone, and the dunk by Baamute.
Getting better at facilitating for others. Tobias Harris with the pass that sets up the score.
Here's Wall. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
He kicks it to Howard. Looking for Wall. He gets it there. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The 3 from Bradley, and a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in. Teodosic has got 3 assists now in this one. Porter with it, picked up by Harris. Left side, Wall. Unloads from 13. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
From about 16, Harris no good.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Clippers, Gallinari, he's checked in for Mbaamute. Williams comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Teodosic. And a switcher also for Washington. Green's checked in. Now here's Wall over Beverly. And again, Washington no good.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well. A nice move, attacking in the paint with confidence.
Here is Porter. Gallinari making his last shot. Shot to stop the run. Howard. Williams trying to break free. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Clippers leading by 7. He feeds it to Gallinari. It's stolen by Wall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. With the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. In the 3rd spot, Dwight Howard.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
And the first one drops. Some guys are leaders from day one, but there are some guys it takes a while, Steve, to grow into that role. And I'm sure you've seen him.
Yeah, I love Victor Oladipo. I think he took on that role. Also, Kyle Lowry's done a nice job. Al Horford is becoming more of a vocal leader. He was kind of a quiet leader. A lot of those guys, you can see their personalities has changed from when they started into this league, and year by year they've gotten better. And this is what we've come to expect from him. This type of consistency from the line.
To the paint. From deep. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Green kicks to Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Pass to Harrell. Outside Williams. There's the triple. Washington with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
So you know that every game these 2 teams play will be an exciting one.
Now here's Howard. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game.
And he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Beverly finds Williams. To the inside and stolen by Howard. Here's Oubre. And that one hits back iron.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Williams passes to Beverly. Back to Williams. Over Rivers. The shot by Williams, no good.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Austin Rivers, a lottery pick in 2012 after 1 year at Duke. He wasn't ready at first, needed time to round out his game. Now he's established himself as a quality guard.
Mahinmi's checked in for Washington. Los Angeles has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. The kick out to Williams. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Clippers trail by 3. Beverly with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. On the wing, Williams. Satoransky covering. And the rejection by Mahinmi. Green deciding where to go with it. Buries it down low. Green's got 8.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
It's stolen by Mahinmi. Rivers against Beverly. Rivers can't get it to go.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he makes the first.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line. You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Washington leading now by 6. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And both free throws good for Green.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And as of late, they have not looked good at all. Actually, they've been dominated.
And the worst part, they're starting to get down on themselves. Really need that one big play to spark some life back into them.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Rivers. How he did last season. Averaged 15 points a game, 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
It's stolen by Mahinmi. They'll double him with Arrow. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Washington with it. Green inside the three-point line. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
And Beverly kicks to Scott. On the wing, Williams. They need this one. Buries it from three-point range.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Washington leading now by 7. Knocks it loose. There's the pass to Oubre. Scott against Green. And finished off by Oubre.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
That's what they expect from Patrick Beverly, knocking down the spot-up J.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Oubre. Misses from short range.
How many times have you seen him do that? Losing focus on a simple lay-in.
And Satoransky kicks to Green. Shoots over Scott. Here's Mahimi. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Washington out in front. They lead by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. The Wizards with a bad habit of playing down to the level of competition. Bradley Beal says it has got to change.
I think our biggest problem was not respecting our opponents, thinking it was going to be easy. We have to realize that everybody in this league is a pro. Everybody's capable of winning. Everybody's capable of scoring. And it's tough to win in this league. So it's important each and every night that we come out with the focus and mentality that, yeah, we're a good team, but we still have to produce on the floor.
Well, the Wizards are a team with a lot of confidence, Greg, but you have to watch out for overconfidence.
Like he said, it's about respecting your opponent and bringing maximum level effort every time.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
A fundamental part of basketball, taking advantage of guys who fail to block out.
Beverly and Gallinari filling out the perimeter. Mike Scott out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Williams at the point guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said, we had a shot. I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot and have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
Well, they're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, DA. Thanks.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
Here's Williams after the basket by Washington. That one drops for him. Williams has got 5.
Bursting off the screen, Williams makes a quick decision, takes it himself.
And Satoransky kicks to Oubre. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Green. Drains it from 17 feet out. He's got 15.
And when Green is feeling it, keep getting him the ball. He can really score from anywhere from the floor.
On the wing, Williams, covered by Oubre. Scott can't get it to go. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
Doc Rivers, the coach of the year in 2000 with the Orlando Magic. A championship with the Boston Celtics in 2008. A great career as an NBA coach.
Here's Rivers. Gallinari making his last shot. And here's Rivers. Kicks to Oubre. Passes it to Mahimi. Rivers scanning the floor. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and 3-point shot attempts so far for Washington.
Look, they've been aggressive looking to get inside, but they haven't finished especially well when they get there. I like the attack mentality, but you have got to finish plays.
First one falls for him. And Doc Rivers came to the Clippers after he avoided a rebuild in Boston. But he's staying put in L.A. for the revamp.
A guiding voice for this team through some turbulent years. I think he's invested in making the Clippers a destination franchise.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Gortat's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And Bahamute comes in for Scott. Harris is checked in for Gallinari. And Teodosic subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Another thing coaches love about Williams, he's a high percentage free throw shooter who gets to the line often.
And Wall kicks to Morris. And it's Beal in the corner. Over Williams. Rebound by Williams. Clippers trail by 6. Inside. Gortat misses. Williams against Beal. This one for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Teodosic, covered by Wall. To the inside. Gortat, the pass to Teodosic. From deep. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Williams.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
And Wall kicks to Morris. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Teodosic, covered by Wall. Teodosic, the pass to Gortat. Here is Mbamute. Not going to go that time. And it's Washington the other way. Outside, Wall. Pass to Mahimi. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Mbamute. We always hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. Talk a little bit about the unique bond that you NBA players, Steve, share.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that brotherhood is something special, Kevin, because there are guys that's going through some of the same situations you've been through, especially when you get a chance to talk to some of the veterans. And then the younger guys, when you become a vet, you share all that knowledge. And then what I love about it, that brotherhood, even when you retire, you get a chance to still keep in touch, and you see the evolutions of a lot of those players' families. You see their kids grow, and you love to still be a part of that unique situation.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. Mahimi hits them both. Clippers trail by 8. It's Bradley on the wing. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They've got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
And the Clippers call time here. Well, you look at some of the analytics, and the best-rated player on the Wizards might surprise you. None other than one Otto Porter Jr.
And he's really become an impact player at both ends of the floor. One of the glue guys on this squad. He just impacts the game in so many ways, and sometimes it escapes unnoticed.
Bradley, Los Angeles with another miss.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And that one is off. Great D that time from Howard. Wizards leading by 10. Outside, Wall. Feeds to Howard. Out to Morris from downtown, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Morris has got 5 now.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Pass to Teodosic. Good on the shot.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Wall finds Morris. Back to Wall. The pass to Porter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porter's got the lead up to 13 now for the Wizards.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Passes it to Mbamute. And he drops it in from the low post. 10 points for him.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
The kick out to Porter. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Howard, the pass to Morris. Clock at 6. Poke loose. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Otto Porter. He had a strong showing last season. 3rd in three-point shooting, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And he's the best kind of three-point specialist. The kind that doesn't need a lot of shots to light up the scoreboard. That's why he was top 3 in percentage last year. Pass to Mbamute. Back to Bradley. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Gortat. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Gortat's got his second basket. Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game, a loss to Houston.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
You know what? That's a problem anytime, but especially on the road where you need to be given an extra effort.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Washington. Teodosic, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
Ball taking his time here. Here's Morris. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, if you're the coach, you're frustrated right now. That's exactly the look you're trying to get on offense.
That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Mbamute. Porter dishes the Wall, and the 3-ball is good. Wall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Fires from deep. Teodosic, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Washington Wizards. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Beal gets a wide open look. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And it's 6 points for Beal. Here's Teodosic. The 3 from Bradley. Washington with the rebound.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Got a hand on it. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Mbamute against Morris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Mbamute. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Teodosic. And a switcher also for Washington. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Morris. That one falls. Wall's got 11.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
In the corner, it's Harris. Gallinari outside. over Green. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 8 points for Gallinari.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Beal. A 14-point game for him in the win against Sacramento. Outside, Wall. Over Beverly. The offensive rebound. Here's Howard. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Harris kicks to Beverly. Pass to Gortat. 1:16 left to play here in the second quarter. Over in the corner, Beverly. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
Gortat finds Harris. Over Porter. Harris, good. 8 points for him.
Just a solid all-around jump shooter. Tobias working over that mid-range area.
Wall against Beverly. Now here's Wall. Defense right on him. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Bradley. And then for Washington, Oubre's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Rivers comes in for Beal. And Satoransky's subbed in for John Wall. Clippers trail by 13. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Gallinari. Oubre pulls it in.
You know, with that much room, you don't lay it up. You throw it down like you've been disrespected.
Rivers passes to Satoransky. Down low, shot clock at 6. Here's Howard. And too long on the shot. And so it's the Washington Wizards. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Doc, you got fouls right now with the starters. Will you have to rest them and play your bench guys more?
Well, we're going to have to, you know, so whether I have trust or not, and I do, they're going to play regardless.
Going to have to pick your guys up right now. Thanks, Doc. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Jeff Green has been the story in this one. He ended up with 15 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, they're out in front tonight because of their offensive rebounding. Those second chance buckets came into play in a big way. Those are effort points, momentum builders, salvaging points off the scrap heap. You never heard me say scrap heap before, Ernie. I don't even know what it means. It just sounded good.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
Well, the way I see it, they're losing this game because they're being out-rebounded. You can't give up this kind of differential and expect to remain competitive. So what do? You commit more guys to the glass, guards included. You make it a priority that if you do ultimately lose this game, it's not because you didn't rebound.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One guy who's getting it done is Jeff Green.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Beal and Porter, the talented wing set. Inside, we've got Morris and Howard, and it's Wall in at the 1 spot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Greg, last season there were some signs that maybe some of his teammates didn't like playing with John Wall. Why would they say that?
You know, Wall sits almost every season in the top 3 in assists. Not a stat you associate with selfishness. Sometimes it's really about personality.
Here's Beal. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Porter kicks to Wall. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Clippers trail by 11. And here's Harris from the arc. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in. Teodosic has got his 5th assist in this one. Beal against Bradley. Mba Amute with the steal. In the corner, it's Harris. And a miss there on the triple.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
And the call will go against Milos Teodosic. That's his first foul. Outside, Wall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steve, more and more we hear about players wanting to be traded. The information comes out publicly, whether they leak it or their agent leaks it. Is this a new development in your opinion?
Yeah, I think because of social media, Kevin, right now, everybody hears a little bit, and even if it's true or not true, it gets spread like wildfire, and it can reach so many different people because of social media quickly, and I think that's the problem we're having right now. Just, you know, social media can be a plus, but it also can be a negative.
It's a good observation.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism. And they continue to control the glass.
Washington leading now by 9. Outside, Beal. To the inside, Howard. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
You gotta feed Howard the rock when he's in the paint. He commands the ball whenever he has that kind of position.
Bradley against Beal. And Amute kicks to Gortat. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gortat's got 6 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Wall, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Wizards lead by 11.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Teodosic, the pass to Mba Amute. He kicks to Bradley. Now the pass to Mba Amute. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. No good on the 3.
Just hasn't had it tonight, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
Here's Bradley. Los Angeles with another miss.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
For 3, Harris. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Lofty arc on that jumper helps Harris convert in the face of pressure.
Porter finds Wall. Back to Porter. Outside for Beal. 6 to shoot. And he gets it to go from the high post. Beal's got 8 points.
His form could have been much better seeing how much time he had to shoot that one, but he got it to fall.
Outside Bradley. Out to the right wing. Gortat dishes to Bradley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, Avery Bradley coming off a tumultuous season, traded twice, Steve, and battled a groin injury that eventually required surgery.
You know what's not good? All this in a contract year. Not what you hope for. One of the league's hardest working players. He'll bounce back.
The first free throw is good.
Avery Bradley, a 6'2" combo guard. Not a bad ball handler, but he gets most of his shots by cutting without the ball.
Scotty's checked in for the Clippers. Mahimi's checked in for Washington. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Well, and as they will tell you, Avery Bradley, one of the best cutters in the league. And you know what, Smitty? He cuts hard.
And a true professional. He sets a good example. His teammates see how he gets after it. And with his speed, tough to stay with him.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Bradley. That's good from Harris. Steve, Tobias Harris with plenty of stops in his young NBA career so far. You wouldn't guess it, though, from his talent level.
Year after year, he advances his offensive arsenal. He's become one of the most dangerous scorers in the game.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers trail by 6. Teodosic kicks to Harris. Over Porter. Offensive rebound. And that one's good by Gortat. Gortat's got 8 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Washington calls timeout.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, is too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Wall.
And the story of the game for him has really been painful. I mean, he's tried to get things going, but for whatever reason, between the defense and just his rhythm tonight, the touch just hasn't been there.
Now here's Wall. 14 points for him. That shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the paint. Here's Gortat. Rebound by Mahimi. Mahimi's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the call will go against Milos Teodosic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Now Wall. And Wall with the slam.
And he can just fly. We know that about Wall now, that he's got plenty of ways to finish at the rim once he gets up, and beyond.
Here's Teodosic. Kicks it to Harris. To the middle. Here's Gortat. And Gortat with the stuff.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay.
Gortat, no good on the free throw.
And at the offensive end, Gortat probably doesn't get his due. He's got a lot of moves, and he can finish with either hand. And his work on the offensive glass is more than capable.
Now here is Harris. He's got 19. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Scott. Lays it up off the glass. Scott's got his first 2 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside, Wall puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
Teodosic, the pass to Scott. For the tie, no good there. Wall with some nice defense. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Washington Wizards. A 2-point game. Scott against Morris. Outside, Porter for the 3. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Beverly kicks to Harris. On the wing, Scott passes it to Gortat. Inside, the score now all even. And that's 21 points for Tobias Harris.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Washington calls timeout.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He has taken some low percentage shots, and it's killing the flow of their offense. More motion, more ball movement. That should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Gortat. Alinari comes in for Harris. Lou Williams is subbed in for Teodosic. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Green, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Satoransky is subbed in for John Wall.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
He also is one of the most skilled finishers in the league. Yet another spectacular play.
And here is Los Angeles now. Williams finds Scott. Harrell with it. Just 5 to shoot.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of whoever he's guarding, it becomes infectious to the rest of his guys.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Harrell. And it goes down 2 points. Harrell's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Washington has gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
Two shots.
Free throw good. Satoransky. Howard's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Beverly. Right side, Williams. Pass to Harrell. For the lead. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Washington with the ball. The lead is 2. Poked away. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. In the 3rd spot, Montrezl Harrell.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Sadaransky, the pass to Howard. Lobbed up there for Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, and Superman taking flight for the lob finish.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Williams kicks to Gallinari. Shoots over Oubre, and it's Gallinari missing.
Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he couldn't make them pay.
Here's Sadaransky. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Sadaransky. Clippers trail by 7. Outside Williams. Scott with the ball. Now Green defending. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Now here's Rivers. Green kicks to Sadaransky. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Lou Williams. He had a strong showing last season. 11th in free throw percentage. And he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And let's again give him credit for knocking down free throws at such a torrid pace. He was operating in a steady groove all last season. And Danilo Gallinari, a 6'10 small forward. Steve, good size for his position, obviously.
Yeah, one concern is on the defensive end. It's his foot speed. But on the offensive end, he uses that size to his advantage.
Now, here's Sadaransky. He's got 7. They get it back. It's deflected. Now, here's Mbamute. Here's Beverly. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Green against Gallinari. Here's Howard. And the layup's good off the glass. Howard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Now here's Beverly. He dishes it to Gallinari. Over Green. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Gallinari.
Even though Gallinari is not a high flyer, his height helps from mid-range.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Over to the wing. Shot's good from Mbamute. Mbamute has got 14.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Washington leading now by 4. 52 seconds left in the third. In the corner, it's Oubre. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Williams finds Mbamute. Gallinari on the wing. He lobs it up. Rebound by the Wizards. Howard's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Rivers passes to Howard. Over Harrell. Rebound by the Clippers. Harrell's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Williams, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 12 points for him.
Good recognition by Lou. Sees a crack in the defense, has the speed to exploit it.
Jeff Green on the wing. Over Mbamute. Can't connect from 14 feet out. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Wizards lead by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Gallinari and Ba'amute are the forwards. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's Harrell in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And Gallinari kicks to Williams. Pass to Harrell. To take the lead. The shot by Williams, no good. The Wizards with the lead. Satoransky with it. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now here's Beverly. To the middle. Here's Harrell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for the game with the Mavericks, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
That's good from Harrell. Bradley's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Morris is checked in for Kelly Oubre. And so he hits both.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here's Satoransky. Bobbed up there for Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
I tell you what, guys, Howard is feeling it tonight. A big game thus far for him offensively.
Bradley kicks to Mbamute. On the wing, Williams. Satoransky covering. Outside Bradley. Clock at 6. And Mbamute with it. Guarded now by Morris. Bradley can't get it to go. Washington leading now by 4. To the inside. On the wing, Morris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists in the game. Gallinari against Green. Gallinari finds Bradley. Now here's Harrell. Outside Bradley. Gallinari inside the three-point line. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
You know, he's taking control offensively. We know Gallinari can carry the load as a primary scorer.
Nice ball movement by Washington. They get it again. Green. The layup off target. Clippers trail by 4. On the wing, Williams. Satoransky covering. It's Rivers on the wing. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Gortat's checked in for Harrell. Tobias Harris comes in for Gallinari. And Teodosic subbed in for Lou Williams. And then for Washington, Bradley Beal comes in for Rivers. And John Wall subbed in for Satoransky. The feed to Green. Morris passes to Wall. Shot clock at 6. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Bradley kicks to Harris. Over in the corner, Mbamute. Off target with the open look. Washington leading now by 4. Beal from long range. Good on the triple.
Bad communication defensively. This is the last guy you want to leave open from there.
Bradley finds Harris, and that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game. And Washington making a change here. Porter's checked in. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Gortat.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
And Howard has it in the corner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, will he be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers. Not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
Now, gentlemen, truth shots. Move shots.
The free throw good from Howard. And Dwight Howard this past offseason on the move, Greg, once again.
And Howard traded from Charlotte to Brooklyn soon after bought out by Brooklyn, making him a free agent. He's hopped from team to team over the last few years, and you wonder if he'll find a place to finish out his career.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Clippers. Mbamute. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Porter looking it over. Back to Wall. And Wall with the slam.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
The fans really get their money's worth when they get to see him make plays like that.
Smitty, Teodosic, the Serbian guard, only recently making his way into the NBA after a long and productive playing career over in Europe.
He was arguably the best player in the EuroLeague before he came over. He's a highly skilled player.
The first one falls. That one is no good. Washington leading now by 5. Here's Porter. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Right now he's being too passive and not looking for his shot enough. He needs to be more aggressive and get more shots up because he's shooting well.
Now here's Mbamute to the middle. Howard with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. There's the dish to Wall. Harris against Porter. Back to Wall. Clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 9-point Wizards lead.
and just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot. Further proof that you can't leave anyone in this league that wide open.
And the call will go against Milos Teodosic. And that'll be his third foul so far. And here's Wall. In the corner, it's Morris. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And that's 10 points for Markieff Morris.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Teodosic kicks to Bradley. Dishes it to Mbah-a-Moute. Here's Teodosic. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Oh, okay. It's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Now, here is Morris. No one near Wall as he lets it go. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half. Now gets 1 in the second.
Here's Teodosic, covered by Wall. Teodosic, the pass to Harris. Over in the corner, Mbah-a-Moute. Back to Harris. Down low, here's Gortat. And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
Wall's shot is good. Clippers trail by 11. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Washington's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Gortat with the block. Here's Teodosic. He kicks to Gortat. In the corner, Bradley with it. And another 3 for the Clippers.
From out beyond the arc, Bradley getting more confident each year.
To the middle, here's Howard. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Howard's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
Mbah-a-Moute finds Bradley. Outside, Wall. There's the pass to Morris. Over Mbah-a-Moute. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 12 points for Markieff Morris.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Now Bradley, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Wizards leading by 10. Inside, here's Wall. Teodosic grabs the miss.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it. And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
He takes pride in how he crashes the glass. No one is getting in his way when he's in that area.
Knocks down the 3 ball. And that's now 9 points for Otto Porter Jr.
Not sure who was supposed to close out on him. Huge defensive breakdown.
And this has been a running theme. Guys out of position, failing to contest. Just look at the scoreboard.
It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Gortat. Now here's Wall. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Marcin Gortat.
And he's got one heck of a burst on his way to the bucket. Wall is at his best when he's driving the lane, going from 0 to 60 in an instant.
1 shot.
And that one falls for Wall. Los Angeles calls timeout. You look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
Yeah, because he's been killing them all night. They are struggling to find an answer.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
A second chance effort. Out to Morris. Launches a three. The rebound by Gortat. Gortat's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Harris passes to Brantley. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 5 assists tonight.
Beautiful execution, the rhythm, the timing, and Avery's a good finisher off the catch.
Outside, Wall. Passes it to Porter. 5 to shoot. From 18 feet away. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
The D gave him too good of a look right there. He rose up and knocked it down easily.
Teodosic kicks to Harris. Takes a three. The shot will not fall. And Washington the other way now. Teodosic, the pass to Gortat. Back to Teodosic. Pass to Harris. Over Porter. Gortat trying to break loose. Again, Los Angeles.
The defense has tried to make adjustments, but Tobias is smart. He's adjusting back.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Teodosic kicks to Harris.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Washington.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Howard.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Count the basket. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Wall. D right on him. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
Outside, Bradley fires the three. Porter pulls it in. And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. He's perfect from the line this time. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Left side, Scott. Oubre with the steal. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks. With John Wall. John, it sure looks like the chemistry is coming together. What is the bond like with your teammates?
We enjoy playing with each other. We have great chemistry. We all work hard, and we know how much we mean to each other, how much we work every day, and we're just trying to keep getting better each game.
Well, the work is paying off, John. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you later.